Hey everybody, family, friends, and people that probably don't know me. I'm Will, and I'd like to say first off, thanks so much to everyone who donated to the GoFundMe for me to make this project. It means a lot to me and it's really special. Basically what I'm here to talk about today and share a bunch of art with you guys is kind of how the last year of my life has led to a lot of really interesting perspective about battling certain things and depression and mental health and overcoming certain fears and anxieties. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's experienced a lot of stress this past year, and I want to talk about it. So without further ado, right now I'm going to take you guys on a little bit of a walk to where I go to clear my mind every day. In clearing my mind, I'm going to also share it with you guys today, so come on and follow me. In December, I started going on a bit of a songwriting binge there for a bit, trying to clear my head. A bunch of really good stuff came out, which a lot of it is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. So I want to talk about the songs and kind of give you a rundown of why I wrote them. And there's going to be some older songs that are in there too, just because I haven't really released them yet and they're pretty. The first song that I'm going to play for you guys today is a song called Boundary Line. And it's a song written about a recent breakup that I went through. But in going through this and actually looking back on a lot of other relationships that I've had in the past, as well as my relationship with myself, I've learned that I'm not the greatest person when it comes to setting boundaries for me or necessarily respecting other people's boundaries when it comes to their things and what they need to do and talk about and how they need to deal with their own issues in life. I think that having the capability to set boundaries and respect other people's boundaries, of course, is paramount to personal happiness and your own self-esteem. So I wrote this song kind of thinking about that, and I seriously hope you guys enjoy it.
Are you going to play Do It Quick or no?
No. Check 1, 2. Hey, yeah, 1, 2. Check 2.
Hardest thing I ever had to do was to say goodbye. In loving you, I got to leave you to live your own life. 'Cause I wanna honor what you need, oh, and do you right. But I hope that we meet again somewhere down the line. I sat down and took a deep breath, gonna take my time. I process my indiscretion, revisit my life. I gotta find out how I can be a standout star and navigate this lonely world of who we are. And when the day comes, when we cross in direction, would we still feel each other's warm embrace connection? I need not worry about these things right now in my mind. In my mind. I took a walk down your old place, memories to conspire. In the backyard I would play guitar and we would drink by the fire. If I could beat the clock and turn back the time, and I would call myself alive. Because loving you was all I wanted to do, but then I went and lit the pie. And when the day comes, when we cross in direction, would we still feel each other's warm embrace connection? I need not worry about these things right now in my mind. In my mind. In
looking up at the chief can kind of remind you about how whenever you have things that are going on in your life, they're rather insignificant at times, even though they might seem really significant to you inside your own head. The next song that I'm going to play is a song called Little White Lies. And this is a song about what I'm learning about my own ego and my own conscience and the things it tells you that can be really, really negative sometimes and jump to astronomical conclusions about what's going on in the world and what's going on around you, and basically fill your head up with a bunch of lies until it drives you mental. And in doing that, what I've learned is that my ego and my brain can really cause me to self-destruct and self-sabotage when things get really good, because my head tells me that I don't deserve it. And I've been doing that constantly for my entire life. And I'm really learning now through meditation and through just trying to cognitively think better, how to kind of recognize those thoughts in the brain and overcome them before that causes you to do something really foolish. I've certainly, in doing that, this song is going to talk about all of the things that I've done in the past to self-destruct and self-sabotage when I feel like things are going too good in my life. This song, yeah, so Little White Lies. I hope you guys enjoy it. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wasting my time inside my mind, picking apart all these little white lies, oh, little white lies. Spending my days chasing my tail, too drawn to talk, too stoned to make sense, oh, little white lies. Well, don't you worry about me, I can pick myself up again. I got this thing inside me where I can say is enough, enough, not bad. Can I get by this self-inflicted sorrow I reside? When it gets too late, I look for the dark. I had myself a girl, she kept me clean. Then I went out and decided to cheat. Oh, little white lies. A broke down palace went off the rails. Don't remember much, just scratching my nails on a chalkboard made of time. Well, don't you worry about me, I can pick myself up again. I got this thing inside me where I can say is enough, enough, not bad. Can I get by this self-inflicted sorrow I reside? When it gets too late, I look for the dark. Whoa, man, I look for the dark. Yeah, said I look for the dark. And the dark, look for the dark. It's getting cold outside. Woke up quick, man, out of a dream. Peel back the curtains, feel the heat of these little yellow lines. Take to the corner and find the shade. Not yet ready to take to the day. Oh, little white lines. Well, don't you worry about me, I can pick myself up again. I got this thing inside me where I can say is enough, enough, not bad. Can I get by this self-inflicted sorrow I reside? When it gets too late, I look for the dark. Oh, alright. When it gets too late, I look for the dark. Oh, yeah. When it gets too late, I look for the dark. Oh, alright. When it gets too late, I look for the dark.
One of the reasons I love coming out here is how much the river changes daily, monthly, yearly. In the 8 years that I've lived here in Squamish, this river has changed substantially from when I first moved here. I read a quote the other day about how it's never the same man, never the same river that you're standing in, even if you're in a very similar spot, because the man and the water is always constantly changing. I think that really resonates with me, because every day I come out here to clear my head, but I'm always thinking about different things, and this reminding myself that everything's always changing and things are beyond your control is something that really helps me to get on and tackle the day. And you know, you can always be a better, different person, and it's the thoughts that you put inside yourself that make that change and make that positive change. So as much as the river changes, people can change too. The third song I'm going to play for you guys is a song called When You Need It. I wrote that about kind of the person that I wish I was in a breakup, rather than the person that I've kind of acted like in past breakups and things like that before. And slowly working on making sure to get myself to be that person who can understand love unconditionally and recognize the love and light in everybody. This one is, you know, just about past relationships and how we react to certain things during breakups, and how we can be angry or selfish or very self-centered in what's going on, and lack the empathy for the other person and what they're going through. And you know, it takes a lot of work, and obviously the ego gets involved a lot, but in writing the song, it kind of gave me an idea of the person that I'd like to be in the future, for sure.
Plant the seed that you and I were meant to be. In some form of capacity, you lead me toward the dawn. I don't know what's meant to be. The universe decides, not me. But tonight I hope you see. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lady, I would be there to lift you up. Lady, I would be there to fill your cup. When you need it, I'm on your side, and I will be there to hold you tight. When you need it, when you need it. As I write this tragedy, sonnets of love pages deep, with broken hearts and misery, but good times all around. I hope that I get to be the man I strive for when you look at me, patiently waiting for something deep. Oh, oh, oh. Lady, I would be there to lift you up. Lady, I would be there to fill your cup. When you need it, I'm on your side, and I would be there to hold you tight. When you need it, when you need it. Nothing's as we planned, I see. Sometimes shit just gets too deep. Mistakes I made not purposely to break another's heart. And I know that you're far away, but you are strong-willed every day. But I just have these words to say. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Lady, I would be there to lift you up. Lady, I would be there to
The next song I'm going to play is a song called Eyes, and I wrote it a few years ago, and it's basically about walking around this neighborhood and walking in the river with someone who was very special and is still very special to me, just in a different light. Again, with my own personal battles and things, and she had her battles too. It just didn't work out at the time, but we're very good friends now, and it's really lovely. So this song was written when we were there, and it's just about enjoying the moments with each other and trying to stay happy in the moment and not look too much about the future or anything like that, and just be happy where you are.
I was living my life like a renegade, nothing to renege, full throttle, send it anyway. I was living by myself and working through my hell to the point that now I'm happy almost every day. Then you came into my life with the timing just right, and I could relate to you right away. I asked you outside, you took me for a ride, and I can't deny, lady, I get lost inside our conversation. Oh, but lady, I get lost inside our intuition. Oh, but lady, I get lost inside our infatuation now. Oh, but lady, I get lost. And I get lost inside your eyes sometimes. Inside your eyes sometimes. Won't you take me through a walk through the neighborhood? Everything's as it should, same old scenery. But when you take me by the hand, there's nothing in demand, and I'm feeling that life is easy street. If this is getting old, then honey, I'm sold. You got me feeling so completed. As the river runs by, we'll make it through the time, and I can't deny, lady, I get lost inside our conversation. Oh, but lady, I get lost inside our intuition. Oh, but lady, I get lost inside our infatuation now. Oh, but lady, I get lost. And I get lost inside your eyes sometimes. Inside your eyes sometimes. Inside your eyes sometimes. Inside your eyes sometimes. I get lost. Whoa, and I get lost. Lady, I get lost inside our conversation. Oh, but lady, I get lost inside our intuition. Oh, but lady, I get lost inside our infatuation now. Oh, but lady, I get lost. And I get lost inside your eyes sometimes. Oh, but lady, I get sometimes. Oh, but lady, I get sometimes. Oh, but lady, I get sometimes. I get lost inside your eyes.
You know, it's interesting not recognizing how much external joy you get from performing music when all of a sudden it just gets taken away from you, and then not realizing that that joy was kind of what you were using to fill your cup. And since last March, in not having the ability to perform for other people, it kind of rendered me hopeless for a while, because I honestly didn't know what to do with myself at home. And I started thinking pretty depressed and negatively, because I was missing that external shows of energy and love and all those things. And you know, it took a while. I went into a pretty deep, dark place a couple of times this last year, and it's taken some time to really come out of that, to understand that, you know, things like this can happen, and when stuff happens that's beyond your control. You just have to kind of learn how to tell yourself things and love yourself from the inside, as opposed to expecting external sources to always be able to fill your cup for you. Because if you expect that out of things and people, then you know nothing's ever gonna make things right in your mind, you know. So that old saying that you got to learn to love yourself before you can love other people or love anything rings totally true, and I really understand that for the last year. I wrote this song in I think it was May, because I was just missing being on the road and touring. And this song is called Something on My Mind. And interestingly enough, after I wrote it, it kind of foreshadowed a lot of what transpired after that until coming back. I did drive across the country in the fall and came back here. And I'm actually blown away at how much I foreshadowed my own existence in May, not even knowing that any of these things were going to happen. But this is a pretty song, and if you've ever driven across Canada before, there's going to be some references that you're probably going to see and understand, and hopefully it brings you back to those times too. And if you've never done the drive across Canada, it's beautiful. I've done it 9 times. I'll probably do it 9 more before my life is over, hopefully, knock on wood. And I hope you guys enjoy this one. This is a pretty song. Thanks.
Driving down these roads so long I can remember, highways east and west, and I've been gone since December. Oh, but you're my girl, with something on my mind I'd come home to. I met a man in Dryden, had his thumb in my direction. His boots were worn and his skin was hard, but he smiled with conviction. I thought, oh, and what it must be like to walk a mile in that man's shoes. Oh, but you're my girl, something on my mind I'd come home to. Asked him where he was going, and he told me to the zoo. And he proceeded to teach me all these things I never knew. Oh, but you're my girl, something on my mind I'd come home to. Truck stopped dreaming in Saskatoon. I woke up sweating to the bone through and through. Oh, fear of the unknown. Oh, and have you found someone new? Yeah, but you're my girl, something on my mind I'd come home to. Yeah, you're my girl, something on my mind I'd come home to. Oh, and I'd come home to. Yeah, yeah, I'd come home to. Oh, I'd come home to, yeah.
So this next one and this last one's kind of a heavy tune. The words just kind of came to me, and it took me a while to really ground myself after I wrote it too, because the words that came out made me feel really anxious. Even though I knew it wasn't my story, I was certainly feeling the story after I wrote it. This song's called Quit When I Want. And it has to do with, you know, alcoholism and drug addiction. And, you know, one of the things that we learned during COVID with the isolation is that obviously alcoholism has shot up like crazy. I was certainly guilty of it for a while there because I didn't know what to do with myself. And so this song is kind of written about that in the eyes of the alcoholic, and how the ego can take over and tell your mind that even though everything's falling apart, your brain and your addiction will tell you that everything's fine and everything's normal and that you don't need anything else. And you know, it's a sick mind that tells you that sort of stuff. And to anyone out there who is battling that or feels like they want to make positive changes, I encourage you to reach out. Reach out to friends, reach out to family, and most importantly, reach out to yourself and remind yourself that things can get better, and they do get better. And anything can change any day. You just gotta take that step and make that choice. So with all my love and all my heart, if this song does resonate with anybody, I love you, and I hope that you make the change.
Now baby, you could be sorrow and I could be pain, and we dance together outside in the rain. Oh, talk about the future, too scared of the past. If you don't mind the truth, nothing's ever, oh, ever gonna last. Whoa. And now I know she don't like me like this, man. I get kinda confrontational, when every little thing she said to suddenly seems so insurmountable. And I can't escape the blindness of my mind. When I say the words I know will make you cry, no one can tell me how to live my life. I can put the bottle down at any time. Anytime. Next morning, wake up a little hazy. Can't remember if I went crazy. Tried to cuddle up, but she ain't having none. Check the clock, it's really 1:15. She says she's so goddamn lazy. Get a job for your baby, but I've only got one thing on my mind. I can put the bottle down at any time. Anytime. 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 I walk the 20 blocks just to get home. Got a car, but you know I can't blow. I stumble in and I turn on the light, making noises in the middle of the night. There's a kitchen door that's up on the fridge. My baby's gone and she took the kids. The riddance, I don't really need the shit in my life. I can put the bottle down at any time. Oh, anytime. I can put the bottle down at any time. Oh, anytime. Oh, oh,
I wasn't sure if I was going to do this today because I just lost one of my very best friends on Monday. But I know that he'd be up there kicking me in the ass and telling me to go make a movie and make a record today. So I'm doing it for myself as well as for you guys, as well as for Scotty. So Scott, thanks for always being a really best friend to me, and I hope I make you proud with this one, buddy. And thanks to all you guys too for coming out and tuning in, watching, getting a little glimpse into my life and into the stories that I have to share. And you know, I hope some of them resonate with you, and I hope that if anything, it can make you feel better that you're not alone in some of these things that we all deal with as human beings. And I hope that in the future I get to share a lot more with you guys. Thanks so much for being here. I really appreciate it. And enjoy the rest of your day.